What's up guys? Quick update on the PvP rotation I showed you in the last video. I got a lot of questions regarding the combo and especially what skills and what skill awakenings they should use in order to make the combo work. This is not part 2 of the guide series because I decided to make another video just for the PvP rotation to explain it a bit more in detail. The best part about the combo is that it's a really long CC chain with a lot of damage, especially if you have the right buffs active, as well as the 100% Black Spirit buff that adds crit chance. Even with less gear, for example with around 110 to 120 AP, the combo still does a lot of damage. I will show you the skills you need in order to make the combo work, as well as my skill awakenings for every single skill. However, keep in mind you don't need the same skill awakenings, it's my personal opinion, and if you feel like a different skill awakening is better, then use it. Alright, first of all, you will need Fear Strike, rank 3, then Flow Final Strike, as well as Frenzied Destroyer. You can also go for Fear Strike rank 5, however, in my opinion it's enough to have Fear Strike at rank 3. The only difference is increased damage, but the main reason why we pick Flow Final Strike is the floating effect and not really the damage itself. The difference between rank 1 and rank 3 Fear Strike, however, is that rank 3 Fear Strike adds the floating effect as well as increased damage. Now keep in mind, if you decide to awaken Fear Strike, the awakening skill effect will trigger when you use Flow Final Strike. Same goes for the bleeding effect below Fear Strike in the skill tree. If you decide to go for the bleeding, then Flow Final Strike will also apply the bleeding on hit, not only Fear Strike itself. You will also need Undertaker, stage 3, then Beastly Wind Slash, level 55 of course, and Clawscar is optional. As I already said, the bleeding effect will trigger when you use Flow Final Strike, however the damage isn't that good. You should only go for it if you have over 750 skill points. Next are the skill awakenings. On Fear Strike I use 5% crit. Then on Beastly Wind Slash I use the plus 10% attack speed buff. You also gain the movement speed buff from Beastly Wind Slash itself. For Frenzied Destroyer I use 5 attack power, and for Undertaker I use the 10% attack speed debuff. Now let's take a look at the PvP fight again, this time in slow motion. On the right side I will add debuffs and debuffs from awakenings as well as from the skills itself. On the left side you will see the bound as well as floating effect. As usual, try to stun him and grab him, use smackdown twice, and then follow with Undertaker. As you can see on the right side, he will get the awakening debuff and I will get the Undertaker attack power buff that increases the damage of Frenzied Destroyer. Now from the Frenzied Destroyer I will get the AP buff, followed by Final Strike to get the floating effect and crit. Then you will follow with Wind Slash to get the buffs as well as debuffs for him. And then you will use Spin to Win. Now on the right side you can see all the buffs that are currently active for Spin to Win. You also have enough time to move behind the target to get the back attack damage. Now, as I said in the beginning, it's really important to use buffs. So if you have 100% Black Spirit energy, then activate the Z buff to get the 45% crit chance. In this video you will see the difference between the crit and non-crit damage. Like the video before I wasn't using the Z buff, now this time I will use it, and I also go behind the target when I use Spin to Win. Now again, Undertaker, Frenzied Destroyer, Flow Final Strike to get the floating effect, Wind Slash, and spin to win, and always try to get behind your target to get the back attack damage. And until this point, he's unable to get away. Alright guys, that's it for the update on the PvP rotation. I hope this time it's a bit easier to understand, but anyway, if you have further questions, let me know on the forums. Keep in mind that I only had around 105 to 107, I'm not sure anymore, AP when I recorded this, because until a week ago I was forced to go full DP. And if you have a full AP set, if you have like let's say 130 to 145 AP, then the damage with this combo, especially at the end with spin to win, is crazy. Now, you can also use, for example, the elixir that adds 10 AP, or the elixir that decreases your defense by 10 and adds 20 AP on top of the Z buff. Tomorrow I'm going to upload the part 2 for the guide explanation, and probably at the end of the week I'll try to upload part 3, maybe part 4, and then I will follow up with a couple PK and a couple solo PvP videos, depending on how much I play, because right now I'm just waiting for Valencia. I'm really tired of Medaya already. So subscribe, like for more videos, and I'll see you next time.